Hey there, it's John. I'm going to talk a little bit today about Jamboard because I was introduced to it over the summer. If you already know it, you probably don't need this video, but if it's new to you like it was to me over the summer, I thought I'd share this as an idea for first week of school. Great way to brainstorm to get everybody involved with each other without having to necessarily be in close contact. And so it's a handy whiteboard tool. And we know that Zoom has a whiteboard feature, but we've got issues around using Zoom and some of the others. This is fully integrated into the Google Suite. It integrates into Google Classroom, and you're going to be able to use it first day of class if you want. Just stay with me. I'll show it to you in the next 2 minutes. So Jamboard is an app. And it's a part of the Google Suite. So I am actually signed into my work email. All right, that allows me to have the waffle from work, and so I'm signed into the Hartford Public Schools email. And if you go down here, you're looking for this thing called Jamboard, and Jamboard's a part of the Google Suite. So on it goes. And you'll see that I've done a number of different jams. I've used it in different groups just to make the jam piece work. It's been a lot of fun. And to make a new jam, all you need to do is you need to go down here to the lower right hand corner and click plus. Plus gives you something called a new jam. So Jamboard is the app. Each particular file, whiteboard, is a jam. And as I said, it's a whiteboard. So here's what you're looking at. It's a whiteboard. And it operates very much like a combination of a traditional whiteboard with markers and a little bit the post-it big poster boards that we put on the wall that we put stickies on and write on. It allows for all of that. You come with a handful of simple tools. The tools are not that complex. And I'm actually a firm believer that we really don't want them to be. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you what they are. Pen, neat. It actually functions like a marker. You can pick any color you want. I'll pick the big one, and I'll pick blue, and I'll say hi to everybody. And I will put a big hello right here, a little slash there to make that work. And then I will give a little underline to that. Now, if you put in a mark and you don't like it, you can erase it by clicking the eraser. The eraser's right there, and you'll see that I will just now erase it. Now, the only thing I'm not a big fan of is writing with specifically the mouse. I have a Wacom tablet that I use at home. This feature, the erase and the pen feature, are really good if you have any kind of a touchscreen, like a touchscreen laptop, or if you have like an iPad or any kind of a mobile device like that. This works pretty much anywhere that the mobile suite will work. Can I move things around? You can't move around stuff you've drawn, but you can move around objects. One of the most common objects you use is this thing right here called a sticky note. Sticky notes are kind of cool. You click on sticky notes and you pick any color you want, and I'm on a blue kick right now, and I can say, hi there, here is my great idea. You never type when somebody's looking at you, you know what I mean? And so I'll put it in there and boom, grabs it. I'm going to click off just to make sure right here. See, there's my thing. Now, what if I wanted that big? I can make it bigger. I can go here and I can turn it sideways. I can move it. Can other kids move my stickies? Yep, they absolutely can. This is very much a computer version of what it would be like in class. And if people move, they could move each other's sticky notes in class, so they can move the sticky notes here. Right here, if I needed to edit, oh, I didn't mean I had a misspelling there. I could edit it. I could change it. Again, I could put an extra exclamation point because I really thought it was a great idea. And I could do that here. Other kids could come in and add other sticky notes with their colors and all of that. That's perfectly fine. And write it here. If they really, oh, I ment to say something else, they can delete it. So that kind of thing is cool. Now, right here is this thing called Circle. So if I really wanted, Circle is the tool that's working right now. You go in here and you have multiple tools. Circle is kind of common. I circle this and watch what's going to happen. Circle actually goes underneath it. That's kind of cool. But what happens if I decide to take this particular tool, like this diamond, and I could say this is a diamond in the rough, this particular thing. I'll go ahead and put a diamond over this Post-it note, and it covers it up. Relax, it's all good. Go to here where it says order, send to back, and there it is. You have your diamond. You could play all kinds of games to highlight things. My personal favorite, and this is new, when I first learned how to do Jamboard, they didn't even have this. It's this thing called text box right here, this T for text box. I go in here and I pick it. It's going to give you a default subject. You don't get to draw bigger and smaller text box, but once you draw them and write in them, you can edit them. So I click and drag to make my text box, and here is my first jam. And click off to make it stick. It goes automatically. If you look over here on the side of the camera, you'll see it automatically went to select, right? Now I can go in here and I can move it. I can also make it larger. I can also make it wider, and it will auto format. So if I want to, I can, make sure all of this is here. The high I'd have to move. The marker works directly on the surface, so I'd have to deal with that. But all of the things that you put, all the items, the objects you put on it, they can move. The last object, what if I have a picture? Pictures are easy. Go right here to image. This comes up. If you have an image that you've already downloaded, you can upload it from your picture. What if you're in the middle of something and you can't be bothered? Google image search. I really just want to see a picture of a puppy. I just need a puppy picture. I don't need to get a degree in puppyology. I just need a puppy picture. So I'll type cute puppy, right? Because who doesn't like a cute puppy? And unless you're allergic. And it will give me a selection of cute puppies. And I will look through all of them. And I'll pick this little guy right here. I'll click select. And there it is, sticks it in. Can I draw on it? You bet I can. Can I put a circle over it? Absolutely. I could put a circle over it right here, and I could make this a little bit larger because you can see you can't really make that large, but that kind of gives the impression that I've circled my puppy. Or if I really wanted to mark it up, I could mark it up with my highlighter. There is an undo, but the undo gets a little tricky with more people in it. Can you rename it? You sure can. You go up here to rename, and you can call this my first jam. All right, exclamation point for fun. Now, here's the last thing I'm going to show you. Neat little feature. Expand the frame bar. Click right here. Just click on it. If you click on it, you can add jams. So what if I wanted kids to brainstorm other ideas? I could add a jam, or I could go to this jam right here, and it tells you where you are with the little blue background, right? And I'm going to do, this is going to be cute kittens. All right. And I'm going to put a jam over here. And I will add a jam called Cute Puppies. And I can add a third jam over here. Doesn't matter where you put it. And I will put in Cute Guinea Pigs, because I used to own guinea pigs. And so we have cute guinea pigs, and I have over here cute guinea pigs. I can move around that. Well, I don't like this order very much. I kind of want my directions to go first and everything else to come afterwards. Click this guy and drag it. That's it. How many of these can you get? My last experience is that you can get up to 20 of these pages in a jam. So this whole thing's called a jam, and it's got 20 boards in it. So Jamboard is what it does. You can clear the frame too. What if I want to clear this? I clear this, and it will make it all go away. Oops, didn't mean to. I will put it all back with undo. What about my background? I want to use the background. That's kind of cool because the background you can put in can have dots. The background you can put in can have notebook papers. You can have kids doing note writing. You can go in here in the background. You can actually do a darker gray one and make the certain things kind of pop. And then, of course, if you really wanted to get serious, you can make really deep colored, jams like that. I'm going to go back to the white because it's just easier to say. You can change all of that. Now, share. Share is great if you want to share with other people. Once you do, they're going to be able to edit the jam as well, because that's what jam was meant to do. So you can share with your colleagues and your classmates, or your colleagues in school. Making a copy, if you're going to give someone one of your jams for them to use, make a copy so that they have their own copy of the jam, and then they can edit it. You can still use yours. If you have a jam that's a template of something you use many, many times, make the template, leave it there, and every time you want to use it, make a copy. So you can kind of have your key jams. I brainstorm a certain way. I set up live lab write-ups. If you've got to tell kids how to do a lab write-up, you can have them practice lab write-ups right here. If you want them to start playing with how to work out certain math problems, put the math problems in a jam and let some kid come up to the board. How do I share this with everybody? I'll tell you how. You are going to go over to Google Classroom. Open up a new tab. I'm going to go to Classroom. And in my classroom, I've just started putting things together. I'm going to go to my ECS class, Exploring Computer Science. And I'm going to go to classwork, right? And I'm going to go to create. And I'm going to create an assignment. And I'm going to call this my first Jamboard. Just for argument's sake, don't worry about it. It's just a thing. My first Jamboard, right? I'm going to go to Add, Google Drive, and probably going to be yep, there it is. I expected it to be the most recent. If it doesn't show up there, search in your drive, where I would go for my first jam. And once I click search, it probably will find it for me. And of course it did, right? And I click insert and it drops it in. Last thing to remind yourself of with Jamboard, see where it says students can view file, right? I would recommend you use students can edit file. This is one of those times, make a copy for each student is going to give them their own Jamboard. If that's what you want, and maybe it is, then you can do that. But if you're using it for class collaboration or small team collaboration, you can go in and you can do students can edit file. Once you click assign, you have now given your entire class an access to that particular jam. Now, can you have kids writing in the jam at the same time? Yes, you can. You can say, okay, you three students are going to be on puppy patrol. So who wants puppies? You three people are going to look at puppies. Who is more of a cat person? So you're going to go cute kittens pictures. Good. And then who is more of a cute guinea pigs person? Who's a guinea pig lover? Fine. Oh, wait, you want a whole new thing on cute what? You want cute horses. Go to duplicate. It's right there. The title's there. You can go in here, double click, and then take out here and change it to horses. And there you now have your horses jam. And wait, horses are going to go first. There you go. You've now moved your jam over. You have access to work with this, and 15, 16 kids can jump right in on the jam. 24 kids can jump right in on the jam. It's going to be much more of a matter of management, but the software can handle a lot of different inputs. It's free. It's a part of your Google suite, so you don't have to do anything about it. It's probably a little bit more of an exhausting piece, but I hope it helps, and I hope this gives you ideas, because I'm going to tell you that I'm using it on Tuesday already with some of my kids to brainstorm ideas. I'm going to use it in my current issues class to start highlighting issues that the kids want to pursue and start letting them have some agency in their curricular choices for the course of that first marking period. Those are the kinds of things you can do. I hope this is helpful. And it's just kind of my welcome back to school gift to you, because you guys are awesome and you've made me feel so welcome here. So here's my way of saying thank you. Hope it helps. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.